All right. This is episode 9.
Episode 9.
As you guys could say, see, sometimes you hit it from the front. Today we're hitting it from the back. Episode 9. We said that last time. We kind of had it screwed up.
Yeah, I kind of dropped the ball with that. But
And we're also doing it at night tonight.
yes,
You know, we switched it. We were recording on Saturdays. Now we're recording on Mondays.
yes. Sometimes you need to switch it up. At least I know for me in my life, especially right now, I got a lot of switching up to do. Yeah, I mean, just I always like to say, my night. Let me not botch it up. It's a good quote. It's my own quote. It's
Let me not botch up my own.
yeah.
quote.
Let me not botch because I have to say it a certain way. Hon, start talking.
Well, I was gonna say we had a guest lined up for Saturday, but the snafu changing, so we're probably gonna have her on next week. But I gotta tell you, I kind of like the dynamic of having guest us. Guest
Yes,
us, because then we can recap a lot of we haven't had a me and you episode since before.
No,
Fred.
yeah.
So we had Fred, we had Mouth, we had Ghost Hunters, now us.
Yes, as the paranormal dude, I actually went to Kings Park Psych Center the other night.
I saw that.
I may just drive by again tonight. I want to get close to the building. Like I didn't get too
So-
close, but I was definitely feeling odd.
When I went to get my shot, right, the doctor that I had, she used to work there when it was an active place,
Okay.
and she said it's building 157. So take
157.
Yeah.
157.
So take it, either that or 153, one of the two.
So we don't know which one it
I'm
is?
pretty sure it's 157.
I gotta put that on my phone.
Because I think and that would be ironic if that's the building you were in front of. But she would tell me that
Building 157.
they would feel a lot of
All right, so 150.
like doors would slam while they were working there.
Wait, you said 157 or what? Or what's the other?
153.
All right, 153.
One of the two. So new people would come to work there, and what she would do is she would like they would send them to that building, and they would get freaked out, and they would say, "Listen, I'm not," they would want to get the building that they were working and change. But I feel from what I heard is like these psych centers or sanatoriums, it's usually the ones where they were doing like a lot of lobotomies. You know what I mean?
There was a lot of evil stuff happening. I know the Pilgrim State actually has underground tunnels. I know people.
Well, yes. I remember when I was at CK Post that you could. They had like a ping pong area and gym and whatnot, a little gym, but you could see the tunnels, and they were going across until they had like a outreach at Phoenix House there at one point.
Yes,
And now
they
I
did,
think now I think it's like outreach project.
Honestly, let's be honest. That place was a shithole.
What, Post?
Yes.
Well,
they
listen.
took us straight from county jail, straight there.
That's why it was good, though, because it was one of the few that you could go to straight from county. You know what I mean? Where Seafield, they don't do. LRCR, they don't do those screenings like that.
Yeah, I guess you're right with that.
So that's where it's a blessing. It's like that. And I think Creedmoor's one of them. There's
Creedmoor, oh my God.
Kingsborough in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Bronx, Lebanon, South Beach. There's like 12 of them throughout the state that are state-ran facilities. So that's where it became a blessing, right? If you're on the floors in Riverhead, and then boom, next thing you know, you're at CK Post. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're coming from the street, it's not exactly the place you want to be. I do know that they used to break those smokealizers, right?
Okay, so when I was there, there was a handball court that was over there, right?
Yeah.
And only one counselor would take us over there. I would literally have
The
my
Ralphie,
people.
the short.
Dude, this is going back. I'm talking about the 2000s, mid 2000s.
Yeah.
No, it was like some pudgy guy with glasses. I can't remember. He wasn't supposed to take us, but he would leave us, and my people would come, drop off food, cigarettes.
Not even that. They
Like
used
not drugs, just like food and shit.
Well,
like,
they did that when I was there.
cigarettes.
They would be dropping things
But I'm
off.
saying back to the smoke. They would always be like, "Yo, we're gonna hit you with the smoke
People just
breathalyzer."
smack it.
No, they didn't have it yet. So this is pre that. So they were threatening it, and I was like, "All right, cool, go get it." They're like, "Well, next time." I'm like, "Yeah,"
Caught you with the okey-doke.
because they were trying to get it, didn't have it yet.
Yeah, it was
Skulls.
it was like a fairly new thing. But I remember when I was there, they did have it, and the person just smashed it on the ground.
Oh, of course.
Because,
Yeah,
like,
you can
listen,
just do whatever. It
you're
doesn't
gonna
matter.
kick somebody out for smoking a cigarette when they're trying to get their life together. That's a stupid reason. Which
Of
is why,
course.
like, thank God for the places that pay the fines or keep it on the hush hush. Because, you know, it's bad enough you're trying to quit all these
Yes.
substances, and then they tell you
Then you
quit
need that
cigarettes,
headache,
too.
that agita on top of it.
Right.
Me
I
too.
mean, I remember there's this dude Bill, man, and he was like from Mid South, Deep South.
Oh, I know Bill.
Sounded like this,
I know Bill.
and he was a client.
Yeah, I know Bill.
And
I've been to every place with that goddamn guy.
And
Old guy, kind of mustache, talk like
some tattoos.
yeah.
So he would drop, like, he would make something and he would drop it from the laundry room down, and then people would just fill it up with cigarettes or whatever, and then he'd pull it back up. He'd fish.
Yeah.
You know, which fishing, you know, I don't know if whoever's been to prison knows about
Yes.
fishing. Even county jail, but more on the prison. That, you know, you see these
Yeah.
people, they'll wind it up, throw it all the
I
way
was not a
down.
good fisherman. I get so frustrated, like, I'm like this goddamn. I always tell my bum, go get that shit.
Well, that's when if you're good friends with the porter. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well,
You'd
that's
be like,
the
"Yeah."
easiest way to get stuff.
Yeah. So, like, I do know the 10th we might have to reschedule Bianca unless we could have him on the 10th, because I want to have she's the medium.
Yes.
And
yes,
I
yes.
want to have that episode.
Yes,
That's
yes,
going to be a fucking good episode.
Yeah, I really want to. We got to talk to Long Island Paranormal. You know, we should probably text them tonight and be like, "Yo, when's the soonest can we come on, like a paranormal hunt with you?"
Right.
Because like I really
He said
want.
June.
I know.
Which
you
isn't
know
too
me.
far
I'm like,
away.
May would be dope.
It
Let's
would be
do this,
ideal.
bro. That'd be ideal, but I get it. I know they're busy, but who knows? Maybe he just assumed.
So also there's the place that the Annabelle doll is, right? And I sent you something on it. And so, like, September, October, what they do is, like, 8 people, you could rent it for a night, right? And they have all the ghost hunting, paranormal stuff
Here's
there.
the problem with stuff like that. You don't like. I already had an attachment.
You don't want another one.
I don't need another one. Like, oof, that was bad. That was bad.
So, another...
I mean, you can get attachment from anywhere, really.
Right.
If anything, yeah,
Right,
I mean,
but if you have one, why go looking for it?
yeah, and like that's more like remember they were saying he wouldn't even say the demonic entity that they figured out
Right.
because like
Saying it gives it power.
like there was XXXTentacion, whoever that's his name, right? The rapper kid that got killed.
Yeah.
So he was in jail for beating up his girl. He was dead to rights, done. Right? There's a phone call. Anybody can look it up online on YouTube. They have it. Truth is a good YouTube channel. Shout out to them. That he plays the whole phone call. So basically, his friend talked to some girl. I think it was some Spanish chick. It was something about Santeria magic. And he reads it out. Like he says that whatever the spell, whatever you want to call it is. But the end of it, the entity's name, he wouldn't say. He said he said he goes. She told me not to say it out loud, to spell out the words. I mean, I'll say it's the Hecate goddess, whatever. But and so he did the ritual. Boom, gets out of jail. Then one of his homeboys that he rapped with was talking about they were like, why don't you guys do a song together anymore? He's like, yo, dude's trying to sacrifice me, because when you do something like that, you're gonna have to give something up. It's not like you just do the spell and that's it. You have to offer up. So obviously, you know, he didn't get to offer him up, and you know he got
like
lit up.
folklore when it comes to like magic and stuff, right?
Yes.
Like somebody granting a spell or granting a wish. You know, like there was this show called Storybrooke or something like that, and it was like based on like all the characters like Snow White and freaking Captain Hook and Peter Pan and all these people, right? I don't think it was called Storybrooke, but that was the town they lived in. Okay. And there was Rumpelstiltskin, which was a magic man, and his thing was, you know, remember, magic always comes with a price.
Yes.
You know, so it's like the same thing with like rituals, right? Like Kai Cenat, all these people get to a certain point when they have dreads and then they cut it
Yes,
off.
or something with the blonde hair too. Like a lot of rappers and a lot of them dye their hair blonde. They'll start to dye blonde, then go fully blonde.
Well,
That's another.
Well, Cat Williams spoke on it too. Is like a lot of them will have to like in a comedy they have to get like raped by a man.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? And
that's
he
a big one. Yeah, or dress, yeah,
going
yeah.
to dress, and
Oh.
he refused to.
Quick thing, sidebar, before we go on a tangent. WrestleMania.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say.
I
I knew you
knew
were
it.
going there. Okay. So first things first.
Ooh.
Brock Lesnar retired.
No, he's going to do a retirement tour.
Is he?
Yes. He's
Okay.
not
Because
retired.
usually when
You know they cut mad people.
oh, I just saw that too.
The whole White Six. They cut Aleister Black.
I saw that.
Which, he was supposed to be the person talking to Randy Orton on the phone.
Wow.
That would have been so dope.
So I saw because usually like right the thing with wrestling is they leave their stuff in the ring when they retire. Now I didn't know this, but you see Brock go like this. That means he's going off script. That's why Paul Heyman was really like shocked that happened. First of all, shout out to Paul Heyman because Paul Heyman has been a figure in wrestling for
Paul
years.
Heyman should come on.
Shout out to ECW. That was like that was one of my favorite promotions back in the day with Sabu, the Sandman,
Taz, another Long Island guy.
Taz, Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudleys came
Stevie
from
Richards,
that. Mick Foley came from that.
Yeah. Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, a lot of people. Latino Heat, mean guy.
You know what's crazy? Dominic Mysterio kind of like does look like him.
Yeah, he man. But anyway, hold on. Let's start off with night one.
Okay.
Sorry, I know.
So we do have
night
Cody
one.
Rhodes.
All right, you know what? Let's look this up because let's go through
match by match.
Yes, you want to pull it up?
You try, I try. Sometimes
I don't have that much
good
best
in here.
service. Because I got. We're gonna do a watch along. We have to live stream something too, by the way.
We do have to do a live stream.
I want to do the Netflix fight card. That'd be awesome. But let's see, WrestleMania.
All right. So hold on. What do we have here?
WrestleMania 42, night one.
So let's. I mean, these are some of the matches from that night, right? Roman Reigns was the second night, right?
No, hold on. Let me go.
No, this was night one.
No. I'm gonna get the results first off, and we're gonna go. Let's see if we. Okay, so here we go. Let's go results from night one. All right. We're gonna start with the women's tag, which we had Brie Bella and Paige. That
they won.
Yeah, they won. It says watch. It says defeat various teams. Wow, that's how. No, oh sorry, there's more. Oh no, that's night two. Oh, so night one. They brought back Paige, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. I like Paige.
Yeah, but she's real banged up. So it was just for the pop. I get it. Cool. And the 6-man tag with the Usos,
LA Knight, ISO Speed.
LA Knight keeps getting shafted, bro.
Austin Paul.
I love when he goes LA Knight. I forget how he does it.
Austin Theory and Logan Paul.
Like, I give.
So, I actually missed that one. Who won? The Usos.
So this is what happened. Basically, they turn on ISO Speed, whatever the kid's name is.
Which I could have seen.
But then also the Usos and them turned on him too. So they just made him look like a J-Bro.
Well, one thing I do want to say is like, there's a lot of wrestlers, right, that are deserving to be on that card. I show like Logan Paul. I get he's been showing up.
Oh yeah, that dude can wrestle. He can wrestle. He puts his time in.
But I show Speed. The only thing I know is that he got a spear from Braun Breaker. Remember that years ago, a couple months ago?
Yeah.
He's got the spear, but he's not somebody that's been
it's
showing
just
up all the time.
popularity. That's all it was. Listen, I'll take him over Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll with his stupid trench coat. It's like, bro, whatever. But anyway, so the Usos, I'm sick of. LA Knight deserves way better than the three.
Knight.
He deserved way better than being stuck in that. So that match was, it was basically a show. Just for the stupid. Well, I
want to talk about. I mean,
let's go match. Let's go match to match. Okay. So now we're gonna go to the what's it called? The unsanctioned match, which is just a hardcore match. which is
Okay.
really not. That was
But
what
it's not hardcore.
what
like
Jacob
hardcore
fought
used to be.
too, and Drew McIntyre, who I think got shafted at his whole WrestleMania. Like, and that was just a typical. See, the problem is with WWE hardcore matches, it's sanitized. It's not like ECW. There's no good. It's like they have like the nice
Well,
shiny
but it's also
toolbox.
not. It's not like the Attitude Era or Ruthless
Well, like
Aggression era.
AEW does it, and it's like kind of like it's more gutter looking. Like it's more like everything, the brand new tables and the ladders are nice and clean and crispy, and everything looks too pristine. It's supposed to be an unsanctioned match, and like everything's set up so perfect. Like it was whatever. I mean, they're trying to boost Jacob Fatu. I get it. Which if you saw Raw. I mean, SmackDown, you know what's going on with, or was it Raw he was on? I forget. But well, let's not jump again. So then, that match was pretty good, but you know it's a hardcore match. Then you have the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
So that was
Becky
AJ
Lynch
Lee.
and Becky Lynch.
I
Which
knew Becky Lynch was going to get it.
two thumbs down. What they looked like they were moving in slow motion.
I will tell you this. So when AJ Lee came back, I was happy. Not gonna lie.
Why?
Terrible. I love the skip. I love the way she skips to the ring. But Becky Lynch has been growing on me. I didn't always like her. She's been
People don't
growing on me.
realize she always gets hurt in these matches. What's the common denominator? It's not the people that keep hurting her. She keeps getting hurt because the opponents keep changing.
Right.
Listen, I actually train wrestling a little bit. Like, I not like nothing to this level, but I see that she's not. She was more the hype when she got her nose broken that time, and she built off that. But she's not like. We'll get to other things tonight too. So AJ Lee, it is what it is with her. You know, CM Punk's wife. I wish she would have came out, didn't do the skip, and was like, you know, when came out in more real like CM Punk was, like dropped the whole gimmick. Because you can't have Punk one way and you have her another way. It just doesn't line up or just don't bring it up.
Right.
So anyway, that match was night one just sucked. Then we had Gunther and Seth Rollins, which I think the best part of that match was Braun Breaker just coming and spearing.
Out of nowhere.
And then
Returning too.
he hit him once. The second one, when he ran full speed, he barely hit him. Like, I mean, he barely hit him. He did the roll flip and, like, just tapped him on the side.
I was a big fan of his uncle, Scott Steiner.
Yes.
Big
I like
Papa
Rick
Punk.
Steiner. Rick Steiner was dope, too. Bro, they were a sick tag team.
Big Papa Pump was my dude back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, I liked them better when he was with, when they were the tag team, because that's before he got too juiced out and he couldn't really wrestle.
Then he got too juiced.
But he was a sick wrestler. Both of them. People sleep on Rick Steiner, too. Rick Steiner was amazing. So we had that match. Gunther, it's like, what do you do with him? He's been retiring. He retired John Cena, AJ Styles, and then you put him against Seth. Whatever. It was just for Braun Breaker. Then we had Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vacour, however you say her name. Of course, Judgment Day come in. It's the same whoopity whoop bop. Liv Morgan won, which they kind of brawled a lot before leading up to it. When I was like, oh, maybe that's
my homegirl did a wonderful
cosplay.
Cosplay. Here, let me show you.
Oh wow, that's cool.
She did very good.
Yeah,
Even down to the tattoo on the side. And then my niece did Danhausen. As you can see, she did pretty good with the Danhausen. Yeah. So Liv Morgan got that one right.
Judgment Day, same thing.
She had the craziest bump on her head, though.
Yeah, no, it was cool. But then we came to the main event.
And we had Cody Rhodes.
This is what they should have did. Mark my words, if Frank was booking that, I would have did this, right? Had, it play out, do the kind of, Cody, give him a low blow and all that. Pat McAfee comes out, hit him with the RKO, Randy Orton, right? Let Pat lay off to the side. Then him and Cody are going at it, and at some point, either Pat, I don't want Pat to hit Randy, or Pat gives Cody the chair, and Cody waffles him, and then do the double turn, because everybody was, dude. At the end, after Cody loses, right? When have you seen a WrestleMania where the guy loses, then gets his belt taken, beat up, and then gets he legit kicked him in the face.
Oh, bro.
I don't know if
he could have got his orbital bone broke.
Yes, but either way, when have you seen a WrestleMania match end like that? It never ends. It never. There's a winner, and the winner shows off. They point to the sign. Beep, 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 fireworks, dude. So if they could have did the heel turn, the double turn like with Brett and Austin,
yeah,
I think that would have been huge. Now Cody's win means something.
Right. I think. Listen, I gotta tell you this too. I think like as far as the back room goes, as far as people writing this stuff, I feel like the writing has been a little lacking.
Well, because there's beef behind with TKO and them. TKO is putting their 2 cents in, so WWE wanted to write Pat McAfee out because that wasn't their idea. No issue.
And it
look,
came up too soon.
Look what happened with The Rock. The year before,
the final boss.
he never came out.
Yeah.
Travis Scott came out. Everybody was like, what?
And
They
then
turned
Travis
John
Scott
Cena-
didn't work out.
The whole John Cena thing, John Cena didn't turn heel naturally and come out with different clothes, different music, which he said years ago he had a whole different wardrobe and music planned out if he ever turned heel. So I'm talking about when I saw the reviews online, I never seen that many people crap all over a WrestleMania.
Well, also listen, I love back in the day Battle of Billionaires, and I'm all cool with outsiders coming in, whether they're hosting or guest spot or whatever. But I feel like they've been doing too much.
Oh, and I forgot. I'm sorry. They brought Jelly Roll in. They gave Pat McAfee the elbow, and then they took him out in the match. I was like, what is?
Well, one thing I will say, shout out to Jelly Roll for losing all that weight, bro. That's a hard feat.
Ozempic. He didn't work out hard.
You don't think so?
No, bro, because there's a difference. Me, work out hard, okay? Mm-hmm. Yes, I do steroids, right? Mm-hmm. But, I'm still ripped up, you know what I mean? I still have muscle. If I did Ozempic, I'd be shriveled. He's doing something because he's not putting any muscle in. I'm not saying muscle like me, not like this muscle. Because people hit me up all the time.
He's just losing it.
Yes, he's just losing it. So that's Ozempic. It's just brain. He looks sickly. He looks like he has cancer. He looks like he's shooting Betty. Let's be honest. That's what he looks like.
He
looks like a crackhead.
I don't know. I'm a Jelly Roll fan. Man.
I don't like the guy. I think he's a cornball. Get him out of my wrestling. Sorry. I don't like his music. I don't like anything about him. He was better when he was fat. He's satanic too. So what's up, bro? You got beef? Pop off. You know what, bro? Yo, Jelly Roll. You know what? Get on my level, son. Get on my level, son. Whoop your ass. Get on my level. Get your fake ass Ozempic.
So now we have night 2.
What up? I'm in a rare mode tonight,
Shots
boy.
fired.
I had a lot of stuff that happened this week.
Shots.
You know, when you really help people out and it kicks you in, I'm not airing dirty laundry, but, fill in the blanks.
Listen, so, whatever. I mean...
it's getting hot in here.
Night 2.
Night 2 was pretty dope.
A little bit better.
I mean, still wasn't like... I can't get my goddamn shit.
You know what it is? It's listen, WrestleMania, there's been some great WrestleMania.
Oh, of course. But, dude, this 2-night thing also, it makes it there's too much...
Oh, speaking of WrestleMania...
What?
Jey Uso was on camera on the show.
Oh, that was so stupid. That was so stupid. So stupid. So I watch it, I'm like, oh, my God, please tell me they got into a fight. What happens? He's popping off. Cameron's good at popping off. He throws him over.
Said, I'm tired of you sending me day 2 WrestleMania.
Yeah,
dudes.
so you can hear that. He pulls him over and he throws. This is what he does. He goes like this.
He pulls over.
He throws like that.
Oh, you could tell.
Bro, not even if I hit you like that, he went.
Yeah, you could tell that I thought it was completely.
Bro, that was the worst. He didn't even like if I was Cameron, I'd be like, yo, just give me don't punch me in the face. But see, I punched you in the arm. I could pull it
Yeah.
He went like this. And glanced it.
I thought that was going to lead to maybe Cameron being on.
Nah, Cameron, because it's too short. They were just trying to build up something. It looked retarded. And Jey Uso didn't know how to work it. He was just like, come on, Uso. Jey Uso, I love when CM Punk did the pipe bomb, right? Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, you guys can be eating right now. Meaning the champion, everybody booed. No, I'm saying everybody booed because Jey Uso, listen, I liked him. He sucks. He's not a good wrestler. They're not. They're just too played out. Now they're bringing back the... All right, let's get back to WrestleMania 2, and then we can talk about the Raw and SmackDown after.
I like, but Jey Uso, correct me if I'm wrong. That's Rikishi's son, no?
Yeah, well, him and
Rikishi, I loved back in the day.
Yeah, but
Him, Scotty Too
he
Hotty.
was a gimmick.
and
It's
too
a
cool.
gimmick. But all right, so let's get back to it. We had I love the Finn Balor Demon came out.
Yes.
So now that was cool to see that at WrestleMania. I wish they would have gave him all these matches were like 7-8 minutes. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you had let's see. Okay, so you had that match, which was cool. It was cool. I'm glad Dom. I'm glad they just had a match. It wasn't like JD making everybody was gonna come in, live, and then But see, the problem is with the Demon. He's like the Undertaker. It's like when Bray Wyatt was the Fiend. He should be kicking out everything. He's unstoppable. That's what the Demon character is. It's like you're not stopping him. So it's got to be almost like a squash. So unless you have like an Undertaker, that would have been cool, or like something to that effect. And Dom doesn't matter. He could take 1,000,000 losses. It wasn't for a title. Now we had Obafemi and Brock Lesnar, which, like we talked about,
He's a big boy.
he's a big boy. And you know what? I heard the big plans for him, SummerSlam, him and Roman. They want to do.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you think of Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
When you think of Brock Lesnar, I mean, he's just a phenom of a man.
Yo, he's
and it's
juice, growth. Yo, he looks better than he did a couple years ago.
Yeah, and it seems that he was like Obafemi is like overpowering.
Yeah, but also it just Brock. Yeah, he's a big dude, but Brock, don't get me wrong. When I mean he juices and does whatever, he works his ass off. I don't care. You can take all the stuff in the world. You don't look like that, and you're not strong like that, and you're not. Bro, he was the UFC heavyweight champion.
You know who's a significant other is, right?
Oh, yeah, Sable. Yeah. But, like, Obafemi's a big dude and good for him. I really hope they don't botch. You don't beat Brock Lesnar and botch it.
Young dude, too. He's like 28.
So, like, the sky's the limit. That was cool, quick, fast, hard-hitting, good.
25, rather, actually.
Yeah, but either way, it was cool. It hit everything. People are happy. Excuse me, I was happy. Now we go to the ladder match, which always fun.
I love ladder matches. But nobody does ladder matches like the Hardy Boys, bro.
No, of course, we're never gonna get those again. But like, it was all right. I mean, it was. I mean, you had Rusev just sitting there like, you know what I mean? It was cool. It was some cool stuff. But it's a typical thing. You always see the ladder bridge. Somebody's gonna go through it. They're done. It's the typical. Everybody's Canadian destroyers off of it. It's always this. So it's kind of like, and like Penta won, which I was like, all right, cool. But like at least for that match, have somebody else win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did Zack Ryder that one year and took it away the next day. That was cool to see that, but it's just typical. It's becoming formulaic. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's also
do like a one-on-one ladder match for WrestleMania, like they did with Shawn and Razor.
Also, like bring back the TLC matches: tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, it's just they do. They have TLC. They have a pay-per-view for that.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
They just make it too commercial now. It's never going to be like it was.
One thing I am getting us is AEW All or Nothing.
That's going to be amazing.
So we're going to be going to that. That would be cool. We could live stream certain.
Oh, we are. We're going to do one right after, too. Like in the car or something.
So that's going to be something cool to go to.
Yes.
Because I really wanted to go to Raw when it was in the city a couple weeks ago. Or NXT. There was an NXT event.
AEW All or Nothing's going to be so much better.
Oh yeah, and it's a pay-per-view.
Yeah, all that's gonna be. That's like that's like their WrestleMania.
Another thing I want to say is like, as far as WWE is concerned, you need to have all these different streaming platforms now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like you could just get ESPN.
Or you just go to WeWatchWrestling.com and you watch all that.
Watch that be shut down.
Yeah. WeWatchWrestling.org/www/whatever. But yeah, no, I get it. But dude, it's all because TKO. It's all about money. Same like UFC. It's all about the money. So now, we get through this. We have, I probably just watched very little highlights. Trick Williams and Sami Zayn with, what was the rapper? Yo Gotti? Was that the rapper that came out with them?
Was it Yo Gotti?
There was some rapper. Well, I feel like it was just a rapper. Or something. Shamanoots.
Let's see.
It doesn't. They don't even show his name.
And then there's something else I do want to bring something up that not wrestling related. The service sucks in here. But I mean WrestleMania, that's one of those things that's hard to top. It was Little Yachty.
Little Yachty, whatever. And then just to wrap it up, I want to finish this. Who cares about that? I don't.
So next year it's gonna be in what, Dubai, I think.
Yeah, that should be fun. Oh, by the way, Rhea Ripley and Jade. For whatever reasons, we can say that. But Rhea Ripley, that's my girl right there.
Yo, I like Rhea Ripley, bro.
Even Jade, bro. She dressed up as Storm.
Pardon. Yeah, I like Rhea Ripley.
So that was just cool because bias. But they actually look like, Liv Morgan's like 4'10". Like they look like, that was a good hard hitting match. And then we had Punk and Roman Reigns, the longest, and this is Roman Reigns' entrance.
Oh well, his entrance is longer than he's like Undertaker had long entrances.
But him and his freaking shitty fake teeth he got that are like too white. Like I don't know. Roman Reigns, I'm so sick of. Punk was cool. I thought that was a great match. Really good match.
I'll tell you one thing I am looking forward to is Street Fighter.
Oh,
with Roman Reigns,
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes is going to be in it.
Sorry. Yeah, I hope they don't botch that movie though.
50 Cent's going to be in it.
You know what's another good one that they're doing that's coming out? Just saw another trailer for it. Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, okay.
Bro, it's gonna be. Oh, so now they redid. So Johnny Cage is in it, the guy who plays Butcher and the Boys.
Okay.
And it looks. They have Shao Kahn in it.
When you were coming in, our engineer was just talking about the Boys, and he's just
oh my
catching
god,
up
the
on it.
Boys, dude. Oh god. Oh
so
god.
I need to catch up on it.
Damn.
I gotta tell you, one thing I do love about that is like that's how superheroes would be.
Yes, real corrupt, corporate conglomerate, money. Dude, it's so you haven't watched. I really can't talk about it.
I've seen.
You watch Invincible?
Yeah. Oh, I love Invincible.
Are you caught up?
Yes.
Oh, bro, you see Thrag. That is the boss of the bosses, bro.
Yo.
You see when he hit him, he broke his hand.
Yo, that is one.
When he's crushing his eyes and he realizes, like, oh damn, I need him. He's like, all right. He's like,
that is one of the. I think that is the best animation. Superhero.
That's a great comic book. The comic book's awesome. They're pretty faithful to the comic book. The comic book's amazing.
And also they have like trading cards that you could get like signed by the actors or whatever, and they're
really?
more like one of cool. 5. It's a cool TCG.
Awesome, bro. Awesome show. Not for kids, FYI.
I don't know if you were a Dragon Ball person, but
Bro, I am.
So I just
listen.
I just rewatched Dragon Ball Super.
There is nobody, very few people in the world. Because I even know the manga. I'm so caught up. Ask me or whatever. Let's see where you're at.
Well,
I'll tell you where you are and where we're at right now.
So my one of the guys that works with me, the one that has the gauntlet, right? So he has the Thanos gauntlet.
Yes,
right?
yes, I see that.
But also in his office he has a Marvel vs. Capcom machine.
Great.
So I mean, being there playing the arcade. And then he has Mortal Kombat, but his nickname is Beerus.
I remember you telling me. Yeah.
And he has a big Beerus rug. So it got me going on. It got me watching. I downloaded Crunchyroll.
Oh yeah.
And I'm getting big into. I watched Dragon Ball Z back in the day, but now I'm caught up on Dragon Ball Super.
I don't know if you are. So where are you at? And I'll tell you if you're caught up or even close.
Well, as far as animation goes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I watched the tournament of Power.
No, we're past that.
As far as animation goes.
Yeah, we also.
And then there was a movie after it called Dragon Ball Superhero.
Yeah, there was Broly, Super Broly.
I watched that.
So Broly is past the tournament Power.
Okay,
that's past.
So I saw that.
So and. The best part about superhero is they upped Gohan and Piccolo.
Yes.
Gohan Beast.
Orange Piccolo.
Well, he leveled up twice in that. And then also Gohan Beast is like, so they're giving everybody their own form. So like, I don't know if you know what Ultra Ego Vegeta is. See? So you know how you have Ultra Instinct, Goku?
Yes.
Ultra Ego is something Beerus taught him. Vegeta, because Vegeta was trying to get his own thing, and basically, like, he's fighting this guy Granola, who wishes to be the strongest in the universe. The whole crazy arc, the manga. I'll show you a video. They actually do, like, still animation of it. It's amazing. But anyway, so he finds out, you know how Beerus has, like, the little ring on his ear?
Yeah.
So he transformations, I gotta show you. His hair turns purple. So basically, every time he gets hurt, he gets stronger.
Okay.
He becomes a god of destruction, but it's called Ultra Ego.
Okay, so I mean that's one thing. See, I was talking with the guy that I work with, Beerus, and we were talking about like Dragon Ball, and you know what's cool about it compared to like other superheroes is like they actually train.
Yes.
To get to where they go. And okay, that's
see, awesome. Like, look, that's them.
Okay.
So now in this, right? So this is so crazy. Now this is the craziest part. So at the end of this arc, right? You see them amp up right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens? Okay. They get KO'd right after that. Okay. By guess who?
When we clip this, I'm going to insert that.
Guess who that is?
Oh, Frieza.
But what is it? What looks different about him?
Silver Frieza?
Nope. Black.
Black
Frieza. So what Black Frieza is? So at the end of this arc, right now, Goku. So what happened was, the Dragon Balls wish every time Goku and Vegeta would get stronger, the Dragon Balls would make that other person made the wish stronger, but it was also killing them. So it was shaving off life of your life, right? So, but at the time is Whis goes, there's a new strongest person in the universe. They don't. I can't tell if it's Gohan Beast, but anyway. But what happened was when this wish was made. Frieza was, remember the Hyperbolic Chamber?
Yes.
So he found a planet when he conquers that had a room like that. He was gone for 10 years. So he comes out, right? Put it this way, he comes out. So the guy that Goku and Vegeta are trying to kill, this guy, I forget his name. I don't know if it wasn't Granola, it was somebody else, right? They've been battling him nonstop this whole arc, right? All of a sudden, Frieza comes, kills him one shot. They're like, and then they power up like in the picture I just showed you, hits them once. He doesn't even kill them. He goes, you guys are not a threat to me anymore. He goes, yeah, he's so far past them.
That's crazy.
So now you leveled up Gohan, Piccolo, Frieza, Broly. We have, the table is set. What happened was what's his name? Akira Toriyama died. So that kind of slowed things down, but...
Well, I do know that they have, so they're having Dragon Ball Super Beerus, which is going to be the Super, but updated animation and like a couple different arcs.
Yeah, I mean, but
it's going to change a little bit. And then they have another series coming out in September that's going to run parallel with it.
Did you see the one when they turned them into kids again? They turned them all into kids, and they went to the Demon Realm? Because you know there's a Demon Realm, too. That was Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball... It just came out. It was a show. They did a series. That was the closest animation. But I'll tell you what the difference is. Dragon.
So like, I mean, what I was saying is like, see what I like about it is
Daima.
Okay.
So guess what they did in Daima?
What?
Right. There's two things that happened in it. Vegeta turned to Super Saiyan 3, and Goku turned Super Saiyan 4. In canon now. But it's different, Super Saiyan 4. So he looks different. He looks like, watch. It's so wild. That's what he looks like now. It's like...
I see what I like about that. Like I said, they train. And also, like, if they miss each other, like, they could blow
up. Look how dope that looks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
They could blow up planets.
Oh, bro, they're universal now. They fight, like, look at them as adults, bro. Look at the red hair. Look at the eyes.
On top of that, like Beerus, the Destructor God, right? But Whis is even more powerful than Beerus.
Yes, because Whis is an angel. Right. So now there's an arc that Whis' brother...
Because in the manga, right, the Tournament of Power wasn't so much like fighters. It was the gods of destruction against each other.
Yeah. So, no, it was really destroyed. Whoever loses, the universe loses. So, what happened was, when they won, the whole thing was, all the universes were getting destroyed. What was the guy? What the hell was it? Those stupid little glide.
Yeah. The Omni-Gods.
Yeah.
Omni-Kings.
Yeah. So, there's, whatever. What happened was, when Android 17 said, "I wish for everybody to come back," he goes, "Right answer." Because if you would have wished for a real wish, he would eliminate everything. So now that you have a multiverse, you have people.
And then even from Universe 6, a whole bunch of
And it's
Saiyans.
even crazy. There's a demon realm.
Like Jiren too.
See what I just showed you?
Yeah.
That's a demon realm. So now there's
like pocket dimensions.
pocket dimensions that have other magic spells to fight them. So now you're taking it to where it's not just about power. Now you have other factors that can stop that. See, I want them, like, I like how they brought out Go Home Beast, but, like, I want them to bring back, in canon, Super Saiyan 4. Bring back that Primal. Like, throw that back in the arsenal.
Right. That's why, like I said, Dragon Ball is like one of those things that have been around. Like, that is the anime of animes.
Of course.
You know, and now all these other ones are coming off of it. One Piece, you know,
I don't
One
care for
One
any of
Piece. Naruto's. I never really got into that. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I did like that. Demon Slayer. All these, a whole bunch of things.
Ooh, quick question.
Go ahead.
Did you check out Resident Evil Requiem?
No.
So I don't play video games, but I like to get the cutscenes.
Okay.
So that's how I keep up Resident Evil. I used to play back in the day, bro. Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
So awesome. Do you know anything about Resident Evil?
I watched like some of it.
That'll be to be continued conversation.
No, but I will brush up on it. I was thinking about getting. I was like, I'm between getting a PlayStation and an Xbox.
I got a
don't know which one
PS5.
I'm
It's
gonna
awesome.
get. So
Nah,
I
better
might
games
go
on
with that.
PS5.
Because my brother got an Xbox, so it's like, why get an Xbox?
No,
I'd rather get a
PS5 has better games, yeah.
You know, I used to play this game on the computer back in the day. It was called Counter-Strike. Oh, it was
Oh,
freaking
yeah, I was always bad
that
at those
and
games.
Half-Life. Half-Life, I was a beast at. So something I did want to bring up, right? So you know that my girl, she's locked up in Idaho, right?
Yep.
And
Won't let
so
me out.
something they're doing in Idaho, which is completely screwed up, I feel, right? Is they're trying to build a new prison for women, completely overcrowded as far as the amount of people they're sentencing versus the room.
Now, is it mostly drug charges they're going after?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's same thing everywhere down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Almost. So like, so what they're doing is like, so she's been state ready for over a year, right? So in New York, it's completely different, right? We have a certain amount of time to get to state, otherwise we can fill out that writ, go home.
Yeah.
There, it's not like that. So she got sentenced February of last year, and she was in that same county until December. They moved her in December. Now she's in another county, state ready, has a parole hearing next year around this time, and then she'd be coming home in October, right? But what they're doing is they're keeping people in these counties, just county hopping them, right? And they're also not giving people their good time.
Oh,
right?
that sucks.
Which is screwed up, and I hope people do share this video. Not giving people their good time, but also keeping people, right? Just denying them on the fact that they could keep the body, to get paid on the body to try to raise funds to open up the new prison.
Dude, the prison.
The prison game is so screwed up. Like, and on top of that, right? Like, I'm sure you know, right? If you don't know your rights,
Oh, you're screwed.
they'll violate you.
Listen,
Left and right.
I'll give you just not even like a crazy story. There's two crazy ones. They're just showing you how you can mess with cops, right? One time we're in Hempstead Turnpike. We actually just got a detox to sleep at Nassau University.
UMC.
Yeah, we're just asleep. I used to have my boy Ray with me. I used to call him the Vault. He's carry all my money. Anyway, we come out. We slept for like 2 or 3 days. Get out. Not that we needed. We had plenty of money in drugs. We just wanted to sleep for like 2 days. It was like the spot back in the day.
Right.
All right, we're across the street at a gas station. I'm putting beer in my trunk. And remember those screw cans?
Yeah.
So I had Red Bull wine. I had bird phones back there. Undercover's pulled behind. I'm not messed up, so I'm not worried. He goes, he rips us out of the car, asking questions. Me and my boys looking at him like, what's up? He's like, what's down on the floor? It looks like some weed. I said, okay, bro, you're going to call a judge and try to get a warrant for crumbs on my carpet. Good luck with that. Oh, you're a real smart ass. I said, no, I'm not a dumbass. So anyway, he puts both of us, no, he puts my boy back in the car, and I'm off to the side. And I see him pop the trunk. My license is good. We were parked. Wait.
But I was gonna say, we all know from that Jay-Z song, glove compartment locked, so is the trunk in the back, and I know my rights, so you gonna need a warrant for that.
Yeah, I mean, gee, I don't even want to use Jay-Z as anything anymore.
His music still
I don't
listen. I
care.
still listen to
I
R.
don't
Kelly,
care. I
bro.
don't care about his music, but not because of Jay-Z, because I'm not a dumbass. I figured this out. So I just know my law. Plus, I've been through it.
Right.
So he pops it. I see him going through it. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, yo, my man, you got a warrant for that? I said, because nothing's wrong with my license, Reggie, inspection, everything's good. And we were parked. And we put beer in the trunk. It's unopened. We're not. He goes, sit back in the car. And I see them whispering. He goes like this. He comes back and goes, it's 2 undercovers. He goes, I'm taking your licenses. I'm like, okay. All right. And then he's like, if we see you again, he gives us all spiel. He takes the bag of white stuff, throws it back, hits my boy in the face, falls back in the car. And then takes off our licenses. I don't know why they took it. Probably put us on a board somewhere. Then there was one more I got out of a speeding ticket on Ocean Parkway. My daughter was just born. I was with my ex-wife. So now it's the 55 and 45. So say the 55's here. The 45's here, right? I'm in between. The cop is coming this way. I was doing like 65. It was, you know what I mean? Like we're going to a family reunion. Boom, he turns around and pulls me over. He's giving me the whole spiel. Oh, you're going like 70. I said, no, I wasn't. I was doing like 60. He's like, you were like 65. I was like, dude, I think I was doing 63.
Right.
And he's like, well, you just entered the 45. I said, okay, cool. I said, is there a mile marker or some type of indication that you can tell me where it begins? Where 55 ends and begins?
Yeah, how are you supposed to know?
So he gives me a ticket. We go to court. I tell that to the judge. The judge turns around and goes, officer. He says the same thing to him. And he goes, well, you know, we just kind of guessed. She goes, dismiss, learn how to do your job better.
That's
now,
crazy.
if I would have pleaded guilty, I would have got hammered.
Right. That's why, like, sometimes you got another law. I'm still waiting.
Or we got to shout out our...
Well, I'm still waiting on the link, but listen, guys.
Oh, we didn't get the link yet.
I'm
Not
waiting
only
on
is it
the link,
slipping, what about our other buddies?
So, well, first is, even though we don't have the link, this is something I stand by. I think is a freaking wonderful idea of an app.
Yeah.
And it is called Attorney Shield.
Attorney Shield.
So what Attorney Shield is, guys, is if you get pulled over, right? What you do is you open up this app. There's an attorney on standby 24/7.
24/7, 7 days a week.
Click the button.
Hit the button. Pow.
And then an attorney comes on. FaceTime.
FaceTime like this. What's up?
So then you
Get pulled over.
Right? They're coming to, listen, I just got pulled over. You know, I don't know what I got pulled over for yet. Okay. Turn the phone to the officer. Boom. They talk on your behalf.
Yes.
Right? And they do that. Listen, cops give it a completely different tone of voice.
Because now you're putting them on blast.
Right.
And now because now you're talking to somebody that
knows the law.
Knows the law.
And witness to it.
Witness to it and could be there for deposition if it has to go somewhere.
100%. So that's something that...
So Attorney Shields, since we, are promoting you, let's work with us here.
Yeah. Give us that link, man.
I'll even try to get pulled over and whip it out for us, all right? We'll get brazen. Now, our other sponsor, what's up with that?
It's called Dubby.
Dubby!
All right, and what that is, it's a...
Generous energy drink.
Yes. It's caffeine free. It is an energy drink. It had no crash.
Yes.
And I'm gonna post the link, but Project Mayhem is the link you gotta use. You get 10% off everything they have. And I have some on the way. Actually gets here tomorrow. I was hoping it would have been here today.
Oh,
because
awesome.
it would have been perfect.
Because I'm gonna be dry scooping that live next time we get it.
So there's that. I heard back from the lady Wendy as far as Father Dan goes. He's overseas right now.
Oh, I can't wait for
that.
What?
But
oh no, what's the
but when he gets back, she's gonna let him know. He's gonna let her know a time to give us.
Father Dan, please, we're very interested. I watch your podcast. We're dying to hear this. Please.
And that is going to be...
and thank you to Catholic Speakers for trying to make this happen for us. We muchly appreciate. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy.
That's going to be... And I even asked her if there was like another exorcist that we could use instead. She said no. Within her organization, there's not. But Father Dan would be the best because he's a Long Island dude.
Dude, come on, boy. Help it. Rep the islands.
On
You
top
know
of
what I
that,
mean? Let's
like just
work
an
it out.
interesting story, Long
Yeah,
Island,
man.
Wall Street.
Yeah,
you gave
dude.
up all
He has
that.
a real cool story. I've been watching him. I try not to watch too much because I want to hear it live,
Right.
like hear it. You know what I mean? So I
Right,
try not
but-
to dive too deep.
But like, if you get the highlights of some of the exercises
Oh, it's
that he's
awesome.
been
It's
doing, that's
amazing.
crazy. And like, I thought, right, like you watch these exorcism movies, right, and to a degree, a lot of it is on point. The things that aren't is exorcisms do not happen in a person's home. That person comes to the
Church, yes.
So, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say I was watching The Conjuring. I went on a Conjuring binge, which I don't know about them, but and I remember I forget if it was Conjuring 1 or 2 or 3, one of them. He was like, "Oh, we got to bring it to the father said we got to bring him to the church," and they're like, the guy Warren, what the hell's his name? I know it's the Warrens, but I forget the guy's name. Lorraine and
Oh, yeah. So that's the house that we could go to.
okay, so yeah, he was like, "There's no time to bring it to church." So that's why I was like, "Oh wait, they do the exorcism in church." And how do you feel about them? I was trying to research them because I know they get shit on a lot.
So
because
that's
of the movies.
So
I'm sure-
that is the house that I was talking about that we
Okay.
could go to in September,
really
and it has room for 8 people.
okay.
And we rented out, split it up between 8 of us, which
Oh.
would be 2 of us, Bianca, and then maybe some of the guys at Long Island Paranormal.
Okay, cool.
Now they do have paranormal equipment there. However, probably pales in comparison
we're
compared
gonna-
to what they use.
yes.
Because from what they explained, they really have top.
Dude,
top
I
tier stuff.
really enjoyed that episode with them, and I really want to go on investigation.
Oh, that's
with them.
good.
Like, I'm
it's
so-
gonna happen, and not only that, they also agreed that after we would come on and have a process.
Yes, that's gonna be so cool.
Which
It's
would
gonna be
so
awesome.
cool, listen, I'm doing a little bit better at work. I'm gonna get to the point that we're gonna be doing a lot more content
yeah.
throughout the week,
Dude.
whether it's separate together and we
Or
all just
Zoom
people
calls, like
posting it.
review stuff, like movies or WrestleManias or fights,
Right,
stuff, and then we
right.
do our guests or our bigger episodes. Obviously, we're gonna keep in the studio.
I mean, we're definitely, and then like fight nights, we should do some fight nights.
yeah.
A whole bunch
out
of, a
logistics
whole
and all that.
slew of things. I mean, I really want to have Jay on because he like maybe watch a couple games of like basketball, like when it's at the finals, because he's a basketball connoisseur. I'm really not into sports like that.
hate sports. I like UFC. My thing with sports, like with football, wait, let me ask you a question. You watched the movie Him that came out?
The one with Marlon Wayans.
Yes. So that was cool because it shows. Look, like the Skull and Bones Society. I forget the name. The guy that started the football was from there. Which you got to realize, there's so many rituals things, especially with football. Like, I think it's a distraction. I don't.
Well,
people
okay.
idolize these people. I
So-
don't get it. I don't
so-
understand it. I think there's something behind it. I
Well-
think it's rigged too. Rigged to a certain degree.
Listen,
You can hate me all you want. Pop off.
one thing I can say, listen, it doesn't matter who you are, right? If the right people approach you with the right amount of money,
Of course.
and that's all it takes. You don't have to throw the game; you could just throw the play.
Yes. Like in the movie, it was crazy because like the new up and coming quarterback that's supposed to take his spot, they have the blood from each, like say like the Tom Brady, they inject the blood into the next quarterback. Not saying they don't have skills, but they add that into it.
Yeah, that's weird. That's like adrenochrome.
Yeah. So it's like I think there's so much deeper.
Oh,
What?
the presidential dinner, and them trying to assassinate Donald Trump or whatever. And what was crazy about that is that they moved J.D. Vance first.
Yeah. I gotta dive into
But
it.
I gotta
haven't
say,
had
I must
time.
say that also came right in the time for midterms.
Yep. Like when he first got shot the first time, he was like,
What else happened? Oh, they signed. I saw Joe Rogan was at the White House because they signed Ibogaine into law to be used, which is something that's very, very beneficial for people that suffer from and mental health diseases, but also addiction. 80% of people that have tried Ibogaine had cured addiction. If they use it twice, it's up to 90%.
really? That's with no therapy?
No therapy, just that. Now, that's not something you take recreationally. You take it in a clinic, in a setting.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still, and they also lifted the ban on psychedelic medicine. which is also something that I think is really progressing people. Listen, something I want to say, I'm a true believer that most of what they call drugs is medicine. And most of what they call medicine is drugs.
Yes,
Right.
that line is so blurred. And plus,
Because listen, we come from nature. We're healed by nature. All the medicines that you guys use, right? A lot of it comes from the rainforest.
Yeah.
It comes from plants. Like even when you think about it, people in down south, right? In like South America, right? They figured out if you take the bark of this and the root of this and we mix it together, you got ayahuasca. How the hell did they figure that stuff out?
it's
Because there's a whole bunch of knowledge, man.
the
There's
biggest
ancient
drug
knowledge.
dealer is Big Pharma, and you know what too? Why there's so much other I think a lot of this wars in the Middle East is over hidden technology, ancient portals, certain things in certain places that are so integral behind the scenes. Like if you think it's just about oil, you're out of your mind.
On top of that, guys, we did, kidnap the president of Venezuela, right?
Yeah, you know how they did
we
that,
were
right?
told the weapon is crazy. It just stunned everybody. But the thing is, right? We went there because they had a whole bunch of natural resources, right? Oil, gold, all that stuff, right?
Yep.
But oil's up. Make that make sense. We took all these ships.
Tell me when I'm lying.
We
Tell
took
me when
all
I'm lying.
All these ships.
Tell me when
had
I'm lying.
oil for our oil reserve, but oil's up. It just doesn't make sense.
Listen,
And they try to suppress a lot of markets, right? Like I work in gold and silver, and anytime oil goes up, precious metals go down. As soon as that strait opens, and I feel like a lot of it is insider trading. If you guys want to buy gold and
course.
silver, buy it now.
Yes.
Because once that strait opens and oil shoots back down, precious metals is going to go up. There was an all-time high in February. It started going up. People got scared. Oh, it's going up too high. We need to change it. How do we change it? Let's affect the oil price.
Yep.
Make oil go up, so precious metals goes back down naturally. That's how it goes. Anytime we've been in war, precious metals take a dump, and then the war's over, and it's 100% over.
And war,
Inflation of the dollar. Listen, we're going in the way. Listen, COVID, guys. My belief is COVID, right? That shot. That was the first thing that they did to see how much people are sheeple and will just do what they say, right? And the next thing is going to be you could decide left or right hand. You
it was
decide
also
for the digital dollar.
it was also true. It was a lot more than just testing. Basically, what that thing was.
And Bill Gates holds the patent.
Well, it
for COVID.
was. This is what happened when they gave you that shot. That's why people. And then there's a multi thing like 5G affected it. So once that's into your blood system, whatever they put in, it affects everybody different.
Right.
That's why you're having different deaths. If everybody took it and died of a heart attack, you know where to blame it on. Now, if somebody dies from this, their lungs fail, their heart or their kidneys, now you have different variables. So basically, I heard there's like little nanobites in there, and then certain things like 5G and certain things will affect you.
Well, also another thing that they were doing is like when this COVID thing was going on, right? If you wrote off a death as COVID, you got like a bonus to your hospital, right? So you could have died from a shock could have bit you. But you tested positive for COVID. Guess what? It was a COVID-related
ladies
death.
and gentlemen, I worked through COVID in Manhattan. One of the very few people, even when it was completely shut down. There was two things, well, a lot of things I seen was weird. First off, certain hospitals that were supposed to be dead bodies everywhere, trailers packed, were empty, weren't busy. They wouldn't even let us go anywhere near them with cameras. Number two, this is the strangest thing. I put this together. I will stand by this.
Well,
wait, I gotta tell the story because I don't know if I ever told this one. I seen this happen in real time. I don't care what anybody's right. So the military was in COVID. This is when everything shut down. So there's no 7-Elevens open. It sucked. It was terrible. So I'm cutting through Central Park. I see military barracks set up, but no civilians. But you can't see what's going on. It's all blocked off.
Manhattan was a ghost town.
Right? It gets so much more. You have no idea where I'm about to go with this, by the way. So, boom, my spy sense is going off while the military is there. That same week, Trump sent ventilators to New York, which everybody's like, why is he doing that? He doesn't believe in COVID. Now, before all I know about all that, I remember Trump, I forget the name of the military. He started this sector of the military that goes after dumbs, deep under military
Right,
bases.
right.
Because what happens, you go that deep down, you need special breathing apparatus. It's like getting the bends when you go scuba diving.
A ventilator.
No. Nope. It's a special breathing thing.
For
I'm
pressure.
going to get to the ventilator. It's for pressure, and they have special ultraviolet things because you need night vision, you can't see. They have special equipment to go to these bunkers. Boom, right? Fast forward, so I knew about that. Trump spent, I don't know, $500 million on that, sent that, right? So I drive through. I'm listening. This is before the great band on the podcast and YouTube. I'm hearing, I can't remember. I'm not even going to say the name of the podcast because it's been shut down for so long. I heard a couple different military nurses were all around the country were participating. And now I dug all of Manhattan. I seen tunnels that weren't subways. Right. So anyway, supposedly there was one of these dumbs, deep underground military bases in Central Park, right? So they went down there. When I drove by.
Well, it wouldn't make sense that there's a patch of land that is unmolested by buildings.
Yeah, so there's all over the city, though. It's not just that, but there's just Central Park's huge.
Right.
I think I was cutting through by 96. It's a cut through from the east side to the west side. I mean, the west side to the east side, whatever, vice versa. So anyway, this military nurse is talking about, yes, we went down there. We found these women and children. Okay, that were caged, that were enslaved down there, human trafficking, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to get whatever. So, but the problem was they found kids that were born down there. So A, never seen sunlight. B, never is not used to the pressure up top because you're born below, so your lungs.
Ventilators.
So they started trying to bring them up in stages, and they were exploding. So they had to put them on ventilators. She said, and I heard this from a couple different military nurses, they said they seen grown men crying, freaking out, because they're like, we're not trained for this.
Right.
And people are like, why didn't you show them? You can't, they don't know if the kids will ever be all right. Yeah, you don't know if they'll ever be all right. How? How can you, because they never see, like, there's no protocol for that. And I seen that in real time. Literally, I heard about that, seen the military, heard about the ventilators, and then hearing the interviews with the military nurses. Bro, that's with my own eyes. And then remember the Fifth Avenue when they destroyed everything?
Yeah.
They didn't destroy everything. The bricks are there all day. I worked on Fifth Avenue. They destroyed one building. They boarded everything up to make it look like it.
Well, listen, it's something I
Pow!
would say.
That's real life.
I mean, we got to get ready to wrap it
Yeah,
up.
I know.
But something I do have to say is it makes sense as to like all the weird stuff that was going on in the hospitals. That your family members dying and you got to say goodbye through a phone because they didn't want to see. They didn't want people to be in there and see that a lot of what they were saying on the TV wasn't really happening.
Yes.
Within those places.
Then there is, if I can find it. Keep talking.
So what I do want to say is, we have a date coming up for the Dean of Suffolk. My homegirl Tiana, she's gonna be on. Her baby father I grew up with and passed away from addiction. So we're gonna, and she does like day trading. She does very good right now. Oh, that's wild.
See that?
Yes.
I don't know if anybody can see that.
We'll bring it.
We'll bring it up. But see this building for years. Quick side dart. Another thing in real time. I've been working downtown by this building. Nobody comes in, nobody comes out. I've been saying for years.
That's the one that Tom Hanks talked about.
Right? This is way before Tom Hanks saw. I had a gut feeling something's up in this building, right? Then I seen, it's called pedophile, God, I don't want to say it, Gate. This kid does a great job, 2000, right? And he is a documentary called Hanks, where he, right, discusses that building. Oh, it's a scary building. Then on the news, I think it was 6, 7, 8 months ago, I never watched the news, it pops up. They're talking about, that's one of the weirdest, scariest buildings. I've been talking about this building for years. There's no windows, bro. You never see anybody come in and out. There's no windows. Weird. Bro, and for Tom Hanks to bring it up, I thought about this years ago.
Tom Hanks is one of those iffy type of people.
Oh, he's bad. I don't care. What up, Tanks? You got a problem? Pop off.
Run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run. Whoop that ass. But anyway, it's another one I see. It's just crazy when you see it in real life. It's not on the video, and then you've seen other people justify. Like, bro, I got that
so
feeling.
co-sign the feeling.
Yeah, co-sign.
So listen, I think I'm gonna start a Patreon this week.
Ooh,
so if
we can really talk about some real.
And also, if you guys, if you want to get some raw, uncensored stuff, because we leave a lot of stuff out.
A lot.
Oh
my God! You
the
have
conversations
no idea,
we have compared to what this podcast is crazy.
Yes. Like,
yeah,
we have been talking about the space programs, the pyramids, just
because there's a lot of stuff that the algorithm will just suppress,
and also our crazy stories that we haven't talked about yet.
Right, and that our life stories is what you're gonna get on the Patreon. You can hear other people's stories here, but ours is on the Patreon.
Ours is because it's just too raw.
With that being said, shout out to Tiana. She's going to be coming on. Shout out to the Dean of Suffolk. She's going to be coming on.
Shout out to my boy Paul, Mike. Shout out to my sponsor Frank. Shout out to
my sponsor. Shout out to you, Ray. You know.
Shout out to all our boys. Shout out. Just saw Wes the other night. Saw Danny. Saw a bunch. Mel from LICR.
Okay.
Bridget. I seen everybody. It was just cool to see all these people.
Another thing I do want to say, listen, if you guys are struggling, reach out.
Yes, please reach out.
We'll point you in the right direction. Now, also, I do want to say, don't reach out saying, hey, listen, I got a bed date, or I could get into St. Charles. Can you send me $20?
Yeah, no, we're not saying that. Listen, if you want to talk or you really want help or ride,
reach out.
631-388-2951. Hit us up on Instagram or Facebook.
And mine is 208-506-1670. Hit us up if you really want help.
Yes, if you want help.
Don't try to dope me us.
Yes, or try to slide in my DMs for some other reasons. Just if you need help, I got you.
With that being said, over and out.
Out.
See you next week.